After more than a year, Susan Williams is breaking her silence, opening up in an emotional interview about her husband's suicide and revealing a previously undetected medical condition in his final months. She very much wants people to understand exactly what led to Robin's death and what made him the love of her life.
It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
With his quicksilver wit.
My first day as a woman, I'm getting hot flashes.
And a quiet gravitas.
You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself.
There was no role too great for the brilliance of Robin Williams.
Oh, man's love. These are what we stay alive for.
And yet his most extraordinary role was off-screen, as a family man.
It's the best love I ever dreamed of. You know, it's what I always dreamed of a love would be. It's just really based on just honor, love, respect.
Robin and Susan had a 7-year relationship, a happy and very private 3-year marriage. But on August 11th last year, life took a drastic turn. Susan left for work that morning thinking her husband was still asleep.
Rebecca, his assistant, came over and I said, call me when he's up, or have him call me when he's up. And then she sent me a text. Said, he's not up yet. What should I do? And I said, wake him. And then she called me back.
What did she say?
I can't even, I'm sorry. That 20-minute car ride, I just screamed the whole way. Robin.
Did you get to see him?
Yes. I got to tell him, I forgive you with all my heart. You're the bravest man I've ever known. You know, we were living a nightmare.
That nightmare at its worst in the months leading up to his suicide. The 63-year-old was secretly battling depression, anxiety, and paranoia, which drove him to take his own life, hanging himself with a belt.
When did you first notice that something wasn't quite right?
In November of 2013, he had a little gut pain. Next month, it was another symptom. It was like this endless parade of symptoms, and not all of them would raise their head at once. It was like playing whack-a-mole. Which symptom is it this month? I thought, is my husband a hypochondriac? We're chasing it and there's no answers, and by now we tried everything.
Some answers finally came in May that year when Robin was diagnosed with early stages of Parkinson's disease.
Did he ever do anything where you were afraid for his physical safety?
Yes. Yeah, July 24th. I was in the shower and all of a sudden I saw him lingering at his sink for a while. Something didn't seem right. And I opened up the door and there was blood. This towel was so soaked with blood and he was just dousing his head. I just screamed, Robin, what happened? What did you do? My best friend was sinking, you know? He pointed to the door and I said, did you hit your head? And he nodded. His only response was, I miscalculated.
Did it ever cross your mind that he could be suicidal?
No. It was what was going on inside of his brain, the chemical warfare that no one knew about.
His autopsy later revealing he was suffering from a debilitating brain disorder, Lewy body dementia.
Lewy body dementia is a complex disorder with many different presentations. You can see very dramatic effects in thinking, emotions, and behavior.
Most people think your husband killed himself because he was depressed.
No, Lewy body dementia killed Robin. It's what took his life. And that's what I've spent the last year trying to get to the bottom of. What took my husband's life?
Was he losing his mind?
Yes, absolutely. And he was aware of it.